I probably should bring the books. Hello and welcome to the Hi and welcome to the first video of my channel that I've been meaning to make for I don't know how long. Yeah, so in this video, I wanted to talk about a series that is generally my favorite manga series, Witch Hat Atelier. And if you couldn't tell, this is completely unscripted. So yeah, I just wanted to up and make a video about some theories I have for Witch Hat Atelier. Or not exactly theories, more of things to ponder about. So yeah. And disclaimer, there will be spoilers from the first book to the 13th book, and I have not read anything beyond the 13th volume. So I don't want any spoilers. I don't want anything. I don't read it weekly. Sorry, it doesn't come out weekly. I don't read it monthly, so I don't want to see the spoilers. That means any chapter beyond chapter 76 is restricted. I don't want to hear it. And also, if you hear moving in paper, it's because I decided not to use my microphone, and I'm just using my iPad recording, so you can hear everything, and I have the books right in front of me, so yeah. So I wanted to get started on some things I found out and just thought was weird, like when I was rereading this series. I have 3 and think I might add an extra 4 at the end. I'll see if I'll add it. If I don't, I'll just cut this out. So first theory I have is regarding the brim's cap with the eye on his mask. Who he could be. Iguin. Maybe it's Iguin. Iguin? I think it's Iguin. Okay, we're going Iguin. That eye brim cap that gave Coco the book, the spell book, and seems to have a big connection with Coco, and is basically the only brimmed caps I know. I call Iguin Qifrey's doppelganger. I think he is either a clone of Qifrey, or he's related to him somewhat. Where did I come to this weird theory? Well, okay, now you can say it's cause Coco, but it seems like whenever we think of a brimmed cap, we're always thinking of Iguin. Now, I do understand most of the time when we're thinking of brimmed caps, Coco is somewhat involved, so it makes sense why they'd always show him. But I'm like, it's just so happens that Qifrey is having time always involved too. And in the parallels, whenever Coco up and is like walking, or like that one panel, that one page spread, that right there to me, it's like the parallels. It's like comparing Qifrey to iDude, and it just be so much more symbolic if he was like his doppelganger or something. In the, I think, 7th book, we find out that he took his eyeball. And it's just such a coincidence that his mask is an eye. Like, half the time, eyes mean like, ooh, something fake. Like, they're seeing something that's not there, or like it's fake, you know the symbolicness of eyes. And so it's like, and his eye was taken away, and like, I'm just like, and there's only one eye, and he has one eye on this thing, I don't know. Now, I don't know if they're trying to make doppelgangers and what the meaning for the doppelgangers is. This could tie into what their plan they're trying to do. He also never shows himself to Qifrey. Now, to be fair, a bunch of people have seen him. Like, I don't think a single adult has seen Iguin, or whatever his name is. The only time he shows, or he would show himself to adults, I'm pretty sure it was just Illyria and Qifrey there. I think he didn't do it because Qifrey. If Qifrey saw iDude, he would have tried to track him down with his life. So, of course, he had to put a protective shield. Because he didn't do that with Coco and her friends. He didn't just trap Coco and said, oh, her friends can see. No, he let his friends see. He probably made sure Tartah, I don't know if he made sure that Tartah up and saw. But what I'm basically saying is he will not show Qifrey. He will not let Qifrey see him. And I just think that's a little suspicious. I'm sorry, but I just see too many parallels. Like, when the story up and reveals that, because they never have some mask and not reveal the identity and make it like some heavy-duty thing. Like, even when they reveal the other brimmed caps, you find out he's half man, half cat, or I think he's half man, half cat. Like, come on. So I'm just like, okay, man, come on. There's too many parallels for this, and it's just really making me feel like that they are the same person. That's just me. But that's my first theory. Which theory should I do next? We will talk about how to save Coco's mom. Find the seal. Okay, finds the forbidden spell seal, takes the seal, writes it in reverse, okay, do the reverse of it, and write it with 10,000 seals. Not just one. Or if she takes that ink that she had that was super explosive, super strong, and writes the seal backwards, and I think she'll up and be able to save it. Now, you might be like, where'd you get that from? Why would that work? Because it's like she did that before and it didn't work on Iguin. Yes, it did. I think it's just because it wasn't strong enough in the spell that Qifrey did, but that was more of like a push away. But we can see how strong the ink can be, okay? Or at least a spell cast on it can be. And we've seen from Coco where she drew that tiny little spell. It probably wasn't as tiny as Risha's, but it definitely had to be really small, a little hole from the rock. But instead, it turned the whole river into sand, which tells me that whatever ink that, I'm not even going to call him his name because I kind of forgot his name. So we're going to call it Qifrey's doppelganger. From that ink that she's, it must be very strong to cause something like that. Wouldn't you think that Iguin, he also gets affected by it? Wouldn't you think that they use that ink to turn Iguin? Because think, that's a big spell. And the spell isn't even that big, too. Like, because it's on his neck. You can't make that spell that big. So it has to be decently small. But who knows? I don't know. Maybe it had to do a strong spell. But what I'm saying is if they had a stronger ink, it makes sense for the ink to change them. So if Iguin had the spell and put it there, since their ink is not as powerful as their ink, it wouldn't do it all. And as you can see, the spell did work a little. Because after that, Iguin regained consciousness. He could talk and he could do what he needed. So I think if they simply just found the spell that Coco did it, and she did the opposite with maybe 10,000 spells, or maybe with the stronger ink, which honestly, I'm not sure if it's forbidden or not. I'm assuming it is, but oh well. If they did that, it's not like she could completely fix her mom. But what she could do is she could like do what they're doing with Iguin, or what he has, and put that like little strap thing that they showed on his neck thing and put it on like the spell, and then she can be fine for like until someone takes it off. That's my third theory. My second theory out of the way. My last theory, which isn't a theory, is more of like a pondering, because this is something that's kind of getting on my nerve, which is something I feel like needs to be said, and I don't have much to come with this, but it's just something I want to point out. If you get the volumes, now I don't know, if you read the manga, it might have an extra or something there or something, I don't know where it is. In the extra of the 5th volume, you see a page talking about the caps of each witch. Anyway, the description of the hats that is most important for this theory is Olruggio's. I'll read the important part of it. Right here. The tassel at the point is the same as that of Coco's cap. Many years ago, his original ornament was exchanged with Qifrey's. Now, why did he exchange his ornament with Qifrey? It's something they did, but they only put in an extra. It's not in the main story. So it's like, I don't know if this is something important. But at the same time, why would you say it? That's a little suspicious if you ask me. It's just a little suspicious. It makes me think that something's going on with it. Because not only that, in the flashback where they were kids, before Qifrey had the glasses, which I'm assuming is before his eyes started being horrible, because then he got the glasses, so who knows. He had his original tassel, but this tassel was swapped before he went to the Tower of Tomes. So that makes me believe, or wants to make me believe, that after they decided they would search for the Tower of Tomes, they swapped their tassels. Now, he did get his memories erased from Qifrey, which I now have fully confirmed, or I think, that the spell only takes away memories you want to get rid of. So, but it has to be over a topic, so like you can get rid of magic. And so you don't have to erase everyone's memory. Now, I guess he would have to erase Coco's memory of her mom, because like it's like her mom's stone. So it's like she could wonder, oh, what about my mom? So it's like you gotta get rid of that. So it's just kind of weird that they swapped it. And so I'm like, since he got rid of his memories, maybe somehow he would get his memories back, because like there's some seal on the tassel that's some crazy thinking. But it would be cool if something like that did happen. But I just feel like it has some plot relevance I don't think it's just an Easter egg, because it's also such a random thing to put in the description. It's such a random thing to continuously make sure that you draw it like that in those scenes instead of the other ones. It's just such a random thing for not to have some relevance. And if you're never mentioning it in the story too, it's just kind of weird. I will say, and I want to stress, please, if you know anything that is not, if you want to say anything and it's not spoiler, then sure. But if you know anything that is before it that solves any of these, I don't want to hear it, okay? Because currently, I'm only up to the 13th book. I haven't read a single chapter ahead. And then there's one more theory, which I don't have much about because I didn't really think about this theory. In the 13th book, at the very end, what in the world is going on to make Qifrey and Custas' foot hurt? Now, what I find is weird is that we've never seen the seal on the bottom of Custas' foot. We know that he has one, but we've never seen it. And so it's kind of like, are they trying to hide something? I feel like they would have showed it, especially since Coco said there's a seal on your foot. So, and I swear I've never seen that seal. I swear, I looked for that seal. I even got a picture of his foot. I couldn't see his seal. So I'm like, okay. But they're both having something. He said his eye looks fainter. But I don't really know what to connect this with. But here's my thing. They kept saying, like in India, kept saying, oh, these bracelets for Coco and Tartah, they are bound to you by fate. Like, you're bound by fate with Custas. So I know he said they should worry, or like we gotta hurry before their chance is gone for good. Because they said he's in danger, so like, you can kind of connect that there's in danger. But something just on the side of my mind is wondering, if something happens to Custas, or whatever's happening to Custas is happening to him, would that happen to Tartah and Coco too? Because they're bound by those bracelets. But yeah, that's all the theories I have for this video / pondering sessions. And I just felt like I wanted to make this video. One, because I wanted to start a new YouTube channel, which, oh my goodness, I hope I post this. Also, two, I just reread the whole series, and it just honestly, I will tell you right now, I don't know why you're watching this video if you have never seen Witch Hat Atelier. But if you haven't watched well, technically, if you're seeing it, the anime might be out. But if you haven't watched Witch Hat Atelier, or you haven't read it, then I don't know why you're here at this video. But if you haven't, you need to read it, because it's really good. And even though I did spoil some stuff, I mean, I don't think the spoilers are that bad. Oh, I mean, I did do some major spoilers, I'm gonna be honest. But if you haven't seen it, I think you should see it, okay? Or if you dropped it, I think you should come back. Especially if you haven't gotten to the 7th book, or you stopped at the 7th book, I think you should continue. Thank you for watching this video. And I don't know if I will, or when I'll post again. But if I do, then I hope to see you there. Yeah. Bye.